can only hope that despite my flaws and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
It seemed obvious when Disney chose Rachel Zegler to play Snow White, a youthful, gifted celebrity prepared to revitalize a timeless masterpiece. However, the excitement was short-lived. Almost immediately, online rumors of doubt started to circulate. Fans wondered if Zegler could really play Snow White, a figure so recognizable that she is essentially the foundation of Disney's history. Her talent wasn't the only factor. It was about the burden of tradition, innocence, and nostalgia she would have to bear. Would Zegler be able to live up to that with her contemporary edge? The larger bombshell followed. Disney's decision-making was allegedly less pristine than the driven snow, according to rumors that began to circulate. Rumor had it that the studio had covertly endorsed Donald Trump, which ran counter to the progressive message they were trying to convey with Zegler's casting. The fans were left in shock. Was Disney being dishonest, seeking political favor while adorning it with glitter from fairy tales? And how would the movie be shaped by this sinister agenda? Disney didn't bat an eyelid, though. They went all out, marketing Zegler as the perfect fusion of classic charm and modern toughness, a Snow White of the modern age. The stakes are really high. This wasn't your typical live-action money grab. This was the tale that gave rise to Disney's empire, Snow White. Zegler would solidify her position as Hollywood royalty if she did a fantastic job. She could bring down Disney's entire live-action plan if she failed, or if the political rumors went viral. But the real mayhem was only beginning. In her initial interviews, Zegler didn't merely stir things up. She completely turned them upside down. What was it she said that made the internet go crazy? This drama is about to get really hot, so stay tuned. Rachel Zegler didn't hold back while discussing her role as Snow White, and her subsequent actions rocked Hollywood. Zegler didn't merely poke fun at the beloved Snow White tale in a string of scathing interviews. She started attacking Disney directly. She accused the studio of ostentatiously promoting progressive ideals while covertly endorsing Donald Trump. She pierced through the background commotion to say, "It's all a lie. They're playing both sides and it's costing them everything." Zegler had not finished. She pressed harder, scathingly exposing Disney's avarice and hypocrisy. They're using fairy tales to disguise their pursuit of MAGA money. She lost her temper. And now that they can't decide who they are, they're losing $300 million on this movie. The internet went crazy. Not only were fans and critics shocked by what they were hearing, but industry insiders were as well. Did Zegler reveal Disney's secret strategy? Was she destroying her own career, or what? Had Disney's $290 million Snow White revamp finally been blown up by their political tightrope act? The response was swift and vicious. Within hours, hashtags like Disney Trumpgate and Zegler's Disney went viral on social media. The fans' opinions were divided. Zegler was praised by some as a hero for revealing corporate duplicity. She is courageous for voicing our suspicions. Others weren't buying it, as one supporter criticized her on Twitter for undermining her own effort. He is going to bury her because she is disparaging her own film, another user retaliated. Disney, on the other hand, said nothing. There was eerie silence, no defense, no statement, but the fuse had already been lit by Zegler's statements. Her charges brought Disney's shady intentions into the public eye, creating turmoil. The discussion shifted from a fairy tale remake to whether Disney's attempt to play both sides of the political spectrum had turned their golden goose into a financial sinkhole when rumors of a $300 million loss began to circulate. The big questions were raised by Zegler's rant. Was she correct regarding Disney's behind-the-scenes games? Had they alienated their audience with their purported flirtation with Trump's support? And how could a $300 million tragedy turn into a $290 million blockbuster? Disney remained silent, but the mayhem was evident and only getting started. Rachel Zegler's shocking interviews had just blown the lid off the instability that was simmering beneath the glitter of Disney's fairy tale kingdom. According to insiders, Zegler's public charges caught Disney executives off guard, and they were frantically trying to control the impact from her allegation that the studio's covert backing of Trump had ruined their $290 million Snow White reboot. According to one insider, it was a nightmare. They believed Zegler shared their goals, but she changed the course of events, and now they are losing money. The figures were honest. According to early estimates, Zegler's outburst was the spark that ignited the fire that caused Snow White to lose Disney an incredible $300 million. Here's the worst part, though. Disney was afraid of appearances in addition to the financial concerns. How could a company founded on progressive messaging and family values deny reports of MAGA affiliations? And why, in the first place, did they represent Zegler as a strong Trump critic? The internet was taking issue with the obvious discrepancy. Disney's public relations apparatus went into overdrive when Zegler's remarks echoed on social media. There were rumors that executives were thinking about making damage control remarks or discreetly removing themselves from the movie. However, the harm had already been done. Already, fans were abstaining. Zegler versus Disney is trending along with hashtags like #NotBoycottDisney. According to another insider, they are trapped. They recognize that they alienated half of their audience by supporting Trump. Zegler's supporters accuse them of lying if they deny it. Zegler, on the other hand, was not giving up. She hinted that there was more where that originated in a mysterious tweet. Disney isn't prepared. What was it she knew that the studio desperately wanted to forget? And how did a fairy tale worth $290 million become a political catastrophe worth $300 million? Hollywood was going to be rocked by the answers that were on the horizon. The conflict between Disney and Rachel Zegler has just reached a breaking point, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Zegler dropped the hammer after a leaked document from Disney suggested a last-ditch revision to salvage their $290 million Snow White movie. Fans gasped as she let loose a diatribe in a fiery Instagram Live. Not only are they altering the conclusion, but they are also altering history. Not only is Disney losing $300 million, but they are also losing their spirit. She accused the studio of burying its past in an attempt to avoid the political controversy she sparked, which was a harsh accusation. Zegler, however, didn't stop there. She hinted at something so significant that it could destroy Disney's whole live-action plan. "I have emails, texts, and proof of everything. I'm done playing their game, even though they believed they could silence me." The internet blew up. As Disney's stock plummeted, hashtags like #Zegler exposes Disney and #Disney collapse went viral. Executives are frantically trying to limit the damage, but it may be too late, according to insider rumors. One issue is more pressing than ever. As Zegler's rage rages across the studio, what are those texts about? What is the extent of Disney's deceit? The largest gamble in Hollywood is about to be revealed as the truth comes to light. This battle is just beginning, so stay locked. The Rachel Zegler vs. Disney saga has escalated to nuclear levels after weeks of tension, Zegler's relentless accusations, Disney's frantic damage control, and a looming $300 million disaster. Brace yourself for segment 6. It's set to shake the internet. Zegler ignited the fire with an Instagram bombshell, declaring, "They're rewriting history, not just the ending." Disney faces more than a $300 million loss. They're losing credibility. A Disney collapse trended as Zegler's exposé surged. Behind the scenes, Disney executives are in turmoil over her $290 million Snow White critique. Reports suggest a PR nightmare and stock woes. Zegler isn't just targeting the film, she's taking on Disney itself. What did those texts reveal? Rumors swirl of cut scenes and coercion, linking film woes to political missteps. Zegler's strategic moves are raising stakes. It's a showdown with a trembling Disney empire. What's next? Hold tight. When truth surfaces, expect chaos.